Good morning. I have been talking to a friend of mine from elementary school, and I used to stay at her house a lot. And her mom would make popovers in the morning, and so I just got this nostalgic need for popovers. So I'm gonna make popovers. They're really easy, and hi, Jamie. They're really easy, a lot of fun, and you can use them for just as a bread. You can use them as a for sweet or savory fillings, and just a really cool little muffin roll bread thing that I forgot about. So super easy. All right, so I have 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and I have eggs that are room temperature. It makes them pop better. So I have 4 eggs. I'm not playing ball, Janie. No, I'm not. If you forget to leave them out, you can put the eggs in a bowl of hot water to bring them to temperature. That's what I did. All right, so I have 4 eggs, 1.5 cups of milk, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. And I'm just gonna whisk that up. You want to whisk it really good so that everything is really incorporated. No streaks of egg about. And if you have our whisk, this one's 20 years old, more than that. And it's the last one you'll ever buy. Okay, so 4 eggs, 1.5 cups of milk, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. So then I'm just going to add 1.5 cups of flour all at once. And whisk that in. Like I said, really easy. So you want to get most of the big lumps out. And if you want to use your stand mixer so you don't have to whisk with your wrist, that's cool too. Or your flex tool, whatever works. All right, that looks pretty awesome. All right, so the last thing I'm going to add is 3 tablespoons of butter. And I'm just going to mix that in quickly so it's incorporated. As easy as making pancakes, but fun. All right, so there we go. I'll throw this over here. I'm just gonna take make sure there's no flour or anything stuck on the bottom. All right, so we have popover batter. Now, I don't have a popover pan. It just has really straight sides instead of you know, like a regular muffin has a little thing. But I'm going to do it in the brownie pan because that's just what I use all the time. So you want to fill these 1/2 to 3/4 full. I got the new extra large scoop, and I think, yep, perfect. So I'm just going to fill these up. And the oven is preheated to 450 degrees. So that is a little hotter than you would normally use, but it helps make the magic. I did spray my brownie pan. I spritzed it with oil, and I also went ahead and spritzed the top because when these pop over, you want them to come out really well. And so I made sure I spritzed the top too. Got a little extra. That's okay. I'm gonna throw that little extra in. A dish because I don't like to waste it. So popovers are pretty Midwestern regional, but I think they're also called a Dutch baby because I have made them. That's not, it's not going to get much of a pop. And yes, that's Pampered Chef, and no, we don't sell it. Sorry. All right. When I put them in the oven, I just want to make sure that they're not too close to the top and that I leave room for them to pop. I don't want the other shelf right on top because then they'd stick to the other shelf and that would be gross. So in they go at 450. And there's room for them to pop. And I'm going to put this one in there too. All right. Big key is that you want them to cook without opening the door. So you want it to stay nice and hot in there. And then after a few minutes, I'm going to turn it down to like 350. And I will come back on and show you how they turned out.